So we're gonna check in now with designer Melissa Davis. She's gonna show us how to pick out the proper fabrics.
I'm here at Allendale Fabrics, and I want to talk to you about one of the biggest questions that people ask designers. How do you go about putting together a scheme? It's tricky. There's a lot of options, a lot of different patterns, scales. What do you start with? You know, there's a lot of different ideas about this. First, I'll say start with what you love, because you might fall in love with a certain particular print or piece of furniture, and that can be a great jumping off point. If you have complete ability to start from scratch, starting with the biggest pattern is really the simplest way. So something that has the most pattern, the most color, the most interest, because from that you can kind of extrapolate all of the other fabrics. So for example, this one has some beautiful greens and oranges and hot pinks. So then I'll go ahead and pull a variety of prints and colors that coordinate with that. The key is to mix up the scale and texture within that. You don't want to have two patterns that are very similar to each other. So I wouldn't have this and then something that was also kind of an open woven print, because they'll fight with each other. The lines will always be kind of fighting. So instead we have something like this, we have a tighter print like this, and then a few solids. And then of course, depending on the piece of furniture, you have to be careful to choose the right weight, the right weave, the right makeup of the fabric. So for upholstery weights, you're going to want to pay attention to the rub count, and fabrics all have this recorded, or you can request it. So for residential, it starts at 12,000 double rubs, and that just means how many times they've tested it. So for this particular scheme, the upholstery could be done in some of these beautiful solids, or this is just a great cotton, very durable. And then these embroideries are really lovely for pillows, or could be decorative at the bottom of drapery. So again, don't be afraid to have fun. There is really no rule. It's just about mixing a variety of sizes, scales, and textures, putting together something that you love. And if you're overwhelmed, don't worry. There are people like the staff at Allendale or your designer or decorator that can help you.
Thanks for watching The Marc and Mandy Show. Like our video by clicking below and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also connect with us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.